Hey guys, it's Katana. So today we're going to be making air dry clay. And before I start, some things that you should know about this air dry clay is that it can be colored with paint, markers, pastels, etc. All of that stuff. So let's get started with what you're going to need. You're going to need a microwave safe bowl, half a cup of white school glue. I'm using Elmer's glue. 1 tablespoon of baby oil. I'm using Johnson's baby oil. Half a cup of cornstarch. 1 tablespoon of white vinegar, and you're also going to need some lotion. And then something to mix with. Let's get started. First, pour in your cornstarch. Then add your half a cup of white school glue, or 4 ounces. Okay, now once you pour those in, you just want to combine them together. When you are done mixing, this should be your consistency. It should be kind of like a marshmallow consistency. Now add in your tablespoon of vinegar and baby oil. Sorry for the silence, I forgot to pause it. Now you just want to mix these 2 components together very well. Remember to mix this extremely well, like this is not completely mixed, because there's a lot of oil on the sides. This is the part where you want to make sure that it is completely mixed. Sorry. So when you're done, this should be the consistency. It should be like a much lighter marshmallow consistency. So now you're going to take this and put it in the microwave for 30-second intervals. It can take up to 2 minutes, but it can only take 1. So after 30 seconds, you want to just give it a good little mix and then put it in for another 30 seconds. So I'll be back after 30 seconds and mix it. Okay, so this is its consistency after 30 seconds. It's kind of thickening, but not yet. It should get harder after a little bit. So let's put it back in. Okay, this is after 1 minute, so another interval. And you can see it's much harder. And it's getting really clumpy at the bottom, but it's still much too thin to start kneading with the lotion. So I'll be back when it's done. I'll tell you how many intervals it took. Oh, sorry. Okay, so this is after 3 intervals, so 1.5 minutes. And it's all clumped up in the middle. So I'm just gonna give this like around 1 minute to 2 minutes to dry. And then we can move on to the next step, because this obviously is not air dry clay. That is not air dry clay, so be back. Okay, so the next step is to take your air dry clay out and put some lotion on your hands. Just a good little squirt, about that big, and rub that in. Okay. So now you just want to knead it with the lotion. But you want to make sure to even enough, because this is going to prevent it from sticking and it's going to get it really smooth. So I'll be back when I'm done kneading. By the way, you might have to keep on adding lotion, because it'll stick a lot in the beginning. So you want to just keep on adding lotion to it, so it'll stick less and less. So have lotion prepared, and try to also make sure that the lotion doesn't have a fragrance, because it's better if it's just plain. And also, it makes a huge mess. Like, this is when I put it down on my table. This made a huge mess. So remember that. But I'll be back when this is completely done. So when you're done kneading this. This is what it should look like. It should be super smooth. Mine is still a little sticky, but you can just use more lotion like that. But it should be really smooth and you'll have a good amount. So here's my hand. And then here's my hand with this. So there's a pretty good amount, maybe like a little bigger than a tennis ball or around the size of a tennis ball. It's very white, so it's perfect for coloring. And also, when you like rip it apart, to know that it's good, it should form like a teardrop when you rip it. And it should be really flexible, but when it finally breaks, it should be like a teardrop. So I'll show you that again. Kind of twist it this time. And pull. And it should still be like a teardrop. So now we can start to talk about storage for this. Remember, teardrop. And if it's not like this, and it's not super stretchy and it doesn't form a teardrop when you rip it, just keep on adding lotion. Make sure that it's not sticky and it's really smooth. But storage. So what you're going to need for storage, is, okay, so you need a plastic bag. You can also use saran wrap and curl it up into like a ball kind of shape like this. And you can put it, wrap it in saran wrap and then put it in here. But since I don't have that, you're just going to put it in and put it in a corner. So stick it in the corner of it. But what you want to do, you don't want to just put this in, because sometimes this can get kind of like too dry. So you want to kind of lock in that moisture. So what you're going to do is you're actually going to take your lotion, fragrance free. You take your lotion and you're just going to put a little bit on your finger. I don't have a lot. Like that. And then you're going to take your bag. Take your bag and you're going to take the lotion and just put that inside the bag. So now your lotion is in the bag. So you're going to take the bag, put it down, and you're just going to mix this lotion all around. You can do this. You just want to make sure that it's wherever you're going to put it, that the lotion is there. So I'm going to put it in this corner. But remember, before you do it, you want to make sure that you play with it right before you put it in, or you knead it right before you put it in, because you want to make sure that it's not getting really dry. So then you just want to put it in where your lotion is, and it should easily slip into that corner because it's really sticky, or not sticky, but like really slippery. So you just want to push it down into the corner of your bag. And you want to get out all the air, or get out as much as you can, but pretty much all the air. So I'll do that really quick. So there we go, all closed. And it's over in the corner where the lotion is. And there you go. You have some air dry clay. You can sculpt this. And I will start my DIY center upstairs, not on the table. And I'll show you like how to make like a bow and star. And you can also put in the comment section down below like what you want me to make with air dry clay. And I can show you how to make it, and I can like paint it and put like designs on it. So yeah, that's how to make air dry clay we'll do our final thought. If you don't know what this is, the final thought is something to think about. I have one in my second video that I made, part 2 of the slime video. So today's final thought is be grateful for what you have and don't be ungrateful for what you don't have. So you can think about that, like be grateful for what you have right now and don't be ungrateful for what you don't have or what you don't have yet. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you next time in Katana Ace's lab. And I'll also have a guinea pig video out at some point this weekend of like how to take care of guinea pigs and things you might want to know about guinea pigs. So check that out when I upload it. So bye. Hope you had fun. Goodbye. See you next time. Final thought. Remember that.